What do you see when you look at children with differing abilities? What do you see when you look at your classroom environment? Teachers have a responsibility to ensure that their classroom is inclusive and accessible. Do you define children as who they are as a person, or are you viewing children by their limitations? Representation for children and people with differing abilities is an important aspect of creating an inclusive classroom.
Differing abilities come in many forms. It may be a child who has cerebral palsy and uses crutches to walk, or a child whose facial features are different due to Down syndrome. It may be the child whose dad picks them up from school every day and is in a wheelchair. It may be the child who just got glasses for the first time, or a child who is deaf. It may be the child who has autism. It may be the child whose aunt has a service dog, or the child who is blind. No matter the disability, it is important that as teachers, that we are creating an inclusive classroom environment for each child and family. This means looking past the child's limitations and focusing on their strengths. This means using inclusive language like people first language, such as saying, Jack uses a wheelchair, rather than Jack is wheelchair bound. It's important that classroom materials reflect differing abilities, even if no one in your program currently has a disability. Exposing children to differences among people has many proven benefits. It promotes inclusion, protects against bullying, builds empathy, builds understanding, and eliminates bias and stereotypes. So what classroom materials can be used to promote inclusiveness? Books that feature people of varying abilities in a positive manner. Pictures of people who have a disability, physical differences, or adaptive equipment. Toy people, figurines, dolls, and puppets of people who have a disability, physical difference, or adaptive equipment. Adaptive materials for children with disabilities, such as books in Braille, a poster of the sign language alphabet, or a communication board.
Promoting inclusion and the acceptance of disabilities in the classroom is not hard, though it may be an uncomfortable subject as we try to remain respectful. But providing representation in your classroom is an important step to ensuring children feel welcome and develop important social skills like empathy. As you strive for a culturally responsive classroom, you may ask yourself, do I see that each of you are able?